So I've been busy with medical stuff, so I wasn't really able to talk about the Invincible season 2 post like episode 5. But if you don't want to be spoiled, but this is your spoiler warning. But in the latest episode, we finally get the breakup of Amber and Mark, and per usual, we're getting the whole like, yes, we've been waiting for this one. But I've made my discussion about how I think Amber has been redeemed for a while now because season 2 was separated like in 2 parts. So I kind of had like my dialogues. You can check on the main channel that I talked about that. But seeing as many people still hate Amber, where you got people like loving Anissa or whatever her name is, who, if you know what happens in the comics, people are talking about some like, hey man, I don't know, despite her doing that criminal act, I'll still hit. Like, it's crazy to me that people giving Amber such a hard time because, yes, we all know what she did in season 1 was a little bit unreasonable, but like, she did not commit a crime. She did not do an attack on society. She just was an ignorant teenager who didn't really get the full scope. And the writers kind of made a mistake anyway I think that the whole point was to make sure that she kind of figured it out, but she was just disappointed that Mark could be honest with her. But regardless with that, she has proven everything. Like, she's done everything that everyone wanted from her in season 1 and season 2, right? Even what she did in season 1, it's like, you know, it's annoying, it's bad, but she came back, and she came back to support Mark. I know people was mad that she was back, but it's called character progression. Do y'all want the character to get better, or y'all just want her to go away? And not to mention, again, I want to give the benefit of doubt that a lot of people are not mad at her because they changed her character design to being black. Because I saw some people with some very racist takes talking about some like, oh, she's a woke character, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to ignore those idiots. I'm not going to say people that are all criticizing are all like that. But there's a decent amount. No matter what this character does, all they see her as like a recolor, whatever. And those guys are idiots. But when she is constantly saying that now that she knows what she's signing up for, she doesn't care if Mark is gone for like 6 months or anything. Like, she cares, but she understands that he has a higher purpose and she's there to support him. And hell, even Mark's mom is saying that it's better for her to know the truth than to just be constantly lying to make her feel better. And when she's constantly saying that she doesn't want to be someone selfish enough to keep Mark from saving the world, and she doesn't want to feel like her needs are more important than someone who has the ability to protect the world. So when she's constantly giving Mark grace and giving him understanding, actually explaining her emotions in not an angry way, people are still acting like she deserves to be shitted on for something that happened in the past. That, like, it's crazy because the same dudes are like this to be doing something crazy to like their girlfriend or whatever, and then she brings it up. They're like, why are you bringing up bullshit? So when I look at this character from back in season 1, and for that moment who made her so, you know, looked at so bad, it's just like, I think people need to grow up a little bit and understand that if you can forgive characters like Vegeta, who's done a lot of crazy stuff, or you got people like Endeavor from My Hero, or hell, Omni-Man for the genocide this man's committed, and he's going to be pretty much more forgiven later on. But you can't forgive Amber because she was an annoying girlfriend at one moment, where Mark, despite how much we love the character, objectively speaking, the dude is a terrible boyfriend for anyone who isn't a superhero. Okay, that's the reason why he's going to be going towards Adam Eve later on. But I think she's done way more than enough to be forgiven by the fan base. The fact that the breakup only happened because a Vulture Mike literally threatened to break her neck in a blink of an eye, and she still was like, "What can we do, Mark?" Because she wanted to make it work, but it just wasn't going to happen. And people talk about, oh, well, she was brave enough, she could have done it. Like, listen, have you ever seen the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and look at what MJ's doing? She literally been threatened all this stuff. She's still complaining that Peter Parker couldn't make it to her recital or whatever. And Amber's never done that. Like, Mark's been gone for months, and she was trying her best to cover for him. Like, I know people are pissed, but it's like, I think people are just looking for excuses to keep a character being a meme or keep a character being like made fun of or hated. I think that's what it is. The internet culture nowadays is just keep a character and keep them in this typecast situation where they're always going to be hated, no matter what character progression, no matter what they do, they're going to be hated. And then like a decade from now, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know what, she wasn't that bad. By that point, it's over. It's kind of like the same thing that happened with Sakura. It's like hated on, then later on, it's like, the jokes were funny, but she wasn't really that bad. So, in my personal opinion, like Amber's a great character. She had a character development moment. She's literally made up for the entire season, and everything that she's talked about has been reasonable. And people talk about, oh, it's the soup kitchen over protecting the world. Again, these are teenagers, and I think she's done a lot more, and she's not being selfish. She told them all the reasons why, and I think a Vulture could break your spine at any point. You're probably like, you know what? Maybe this is too much for me. And she even mentioned, like, I don't want people to use me to get to you. It's very unselfish. Like, do you want a character to be better? But that's just my take on it. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about this stuff? More videos will be coming out soon because I'm still recovering from all this hospital stuff. But I appreciate all the love, support. And I know people are going to be mad regardless because people be like, you're woke. Instead of saying the N word, is just woke now. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. SonTJ, peace. Love you all.